Kyrie Walker is officially back and went off in his most recent NBA G League game where he scored 18 points and went 8 for 12 from the field goal and playing just 20 minutes. Now those are some solid numbers, but is Kyrie Walker officially back and what can we expect from him moving forward? Now in this most recent game, Kyrie Walker was super aggressive. I gotta give it to him for that. This dude came on the court being very hungry. He was putting up the ball real quick, getting rebounds, and he seemed very confident on the court, which can take you a long way in the game of basketball. You know, if you're out here hooping, you have to be super confident on the court and have that ultimate belief in yourself that you're really going to go out there and drop 40, 50 points. Even if you score 5, every hooper has that belief, has to have that belief in himself if he's going to do something on the court and really get buckets and be effective for his team. And Kyrie just seemed like he had a different type of energy, and I think another huge factor was he probably got a lot more playing time than he usually does. And I think this is one of the biggest misconceptions that people talk about, especially when they bring up Kyrie Walker. Now, of course, when you're not playing a lot, you're not going to score the basketball too often. That's just how things go. And Kyrie Walker is averaging around 5 points per game right now, but he's only playing 9 minutes per game. And this is a huge problem because if you're only playing 9 minutes, odds are you're not going to be able to put up that many shots. And even when you do actually get in the game, you're probably going to be somewhat nervous and not really moving how you would normally move on the court. Now, I think this is an opportunity for Kyrie Walker to learn and really grind another spot out. It's having that resilience that whenever you get in a tough situation, you can come through it, you can work your way through it and really make it out, get on an NBA team and show people what you're made of. It reminds me of the Jello ball situation where this dude is just not getting playing time like that, but he's still working and staying ready so that when he does get put in the game, he does his thing. And Kyrie Walker has clearly adopted that type of mindset. Now, I've still seen a ton of jokes of this dude coming out of high school. People say he just graduated from high school, but I really think Kyrie Walker has a solid shot at being a good player in the NBA. Now, number one, take a look at his height. This dude is 6'6", 220 pounds. Now, if you tell me that is not a solid build for the NBA, you'd be crazy, because this dude clearly has the height and the type of stature to be able to hold his own in the NBA. I think it's just talent development and really him getting better overall as a player to be able to move forward. Now, with only about 450 active players in the NBA, it's super cutthroat to be able to get on a squad. And I think the number one mistake Kyrie Walker made in this situation again was not going to college or even going back to college after he went to this training facility. Now, another hooper that actually went to this training facility, if you didn't know, Kyrie Walker forewent college and actually decided to go to a training facility for 12 months that would prepare him for the NBA. Now, one of his teammates, Marjon Beauchamp, who is another super talented hooper, actually decided to leave that training facility similar to Kyrie Walker, but instead of entering his name into the NBA draft, he actually went back to college and decided to go to a JUCO school. Now, Kyrie Walker, of course, did not follow this path, but I think this has been super beneficial. This dude actually went to JUCO school, then decided to go to the G League and is actually playing for the Ignite team where he is dominating competition. And I honestly wish Kyrie Walker would have taken this route because this dude's averaging 15 points per game. And you guys know, if you're on the G League Ignite team, man, you're probably going to be solid in the NBA. If you're playing well there, you definitely have good chances and things are really on your side. Now, I think going to college would have helped Kyrie Walker really determine how good he is against his peers. Now, yes, he has played against them, but not playing his senior year of high school, I truly think that this hurt him a ton. And for sure, when his rankings went down, he also lost a ton of clout. And as much as people don't want to admit it, you know, rankings are about popularity. It's definitely a huge factor, and they're biased. They're biased at the end of the day. If a player has more attention to him, there's a good chance that he's going to be ranked. That's just how it goes. And I think once you skip and you don't play for a year in high school basketball, the one thing that it can do is take you out of the eyes of the people who make those rankings, and you're just not in the media like that. There's plenty of hoopers that people will even say the only reason they're ranked is because of their last name, Bronny James. But in this case, it really doesn't matter, because if you're ranked and you have the attention, man, attention can help you get to the next level. There are plenty of hoopers who even got to the NBA really based off what they did in high school basketball. And that's crazy to think about, but that's how it goes. And Kyrie, I think, could have been one of those guys, similar to somebody like a Josh Christopher, if he just would have went to college, taken the route, the traditional route, worked on his game, and really didn't jump the gun too early. Because like I've said time and time again, if you jump the gun too early, if you try to go to the league, you try to go quick, you're trying to make your money, whatever you're trying to do, man, it can end up poorly for you. Because number one, if you do go too early and you're not able to play well and really exceed expectations, there's always a younger guy. There are always other people who are there and are gonna try to take your spot. And that's the tough pill to swallow, but it's the truth. And I low-key feel like that's what's happening with Kyrie Walker. Now, this recent game, I think, is a great movement in the right direction, him getting more playing time, scoring the basketball more. But I think once you have one of these solid games, it's just going to help roll the ball, and it's going to be almost like a snowball effect. We can't worry about the past. Yes, he didn't go to college, he went to this training facility, and we have to move on to the future. And I think once you have a good game like this, man, the coach is really going to let him play his game a little bit more. Maybe other people were out for whatever reason, but him getting this more playing time clearly showed the coaching staff that he needs more if they want to win games, and he is doing something right on the court if he scored 18 points. Now, the biggest thing about games like this is you can't just be a one-hit wonder. You have to be consistent, and if he gets this type of playing time again, man, and he drops those type of points, I don't see why this dude can't start being a star in the G League and even work his way up to the NBA, or even get, you know what's going on right now, the 10-day contract. A ton of people are getting 10-day contracts. Stanley Johnson got one, Mac McClung got one. A ton of these guys are getting 10-day contracts, man. Hopefully Kyrie Walker could pick one up if he continues to play well. But I think with his lack of playing time right now at this second, there is 0% chance in my eyes that this dude would get signed to a 10-day contract, because people just don't want him. That's the sad reality. People do not want Kyrie Walker right now, but I think he's showing players and showing coaches that he can hoop. He's ready to play at the next level, and I think once given that opportunity, somebody gives him a little bit more leeway to really show what he's made of on the court, he could get it done, because he's clearly showed that with the time that he's gotten in this game. And it's really only a matter of time before this dude starts getting some PT and really works his way to the top. But man, oh man, I remember when this dude didn't get drafted, people said he was going to be working at McDonald's. The hate was real, the criticism is real, and I think it's still there. Even on Twitter, in my other video, a ton of people were criticizing him. But at the end of the day, Kyrie Walker is one of these guys who is locked into the game of basketball. He's not afraid of what people have to say. He's been in the spotlight. He's also doing his thing on Twitch, and he's just grinding, trying to make his way to the NBA. And how could you hate on somebody chasing their dreams? Now, clicking on the video on the screen would help my channel a ton. And this is Alan H bringing you the best basketball content on YouTube, and I'm out.